Cristiano Ronaldo scores for Portugal in their latest match against Poland. Portland Timbers. Look out. No, they score against Poland. But should we already be, or are we seeing the end of Cristiano Ronaldo being the starter / de facto leader of this Portugal team?
I think everyone but Cristiano Ronaldo is seeing the end. He's just like, nah, bro.
Cristiano Ronaldo's like, everyone I see says I should do it. I'm mostly talking about the mirrors I look in.
No, I mean, look, we saw it at the Euros. We've seen it at the World Cup. Ronaldo.
I hate to drop a hot take here. They look bad in the Euros.
Not only do they, I mean, it's not even necessarily about looking bad, but it is definitely like, you know, who is the weak link here? Who are we trying to appease by?
Remember we gave him so much credit for giving up the penalty?
Oh, that's right.
Remember, like, oh, or no, he passed. That's what he did. He passed when he was running up. And we were like,
for the assist, instead of
Cristiano
going
Ronaldo
for the goal.
just turned a new leaf.
Okay.
And then when the free kick comes up, he says, "Everyone get out of my way." And we're like, "Oh man!"
And that's an example, right? Where it's like Cristiano Ronaldo hasn't. When's the last free kick even made? Even in Saudi, I mean, he's just not good at it anymore. But he's like, no, nobody's going to take me off of this role. This is my position.
I'm Ronaldo.
I'm Ronaldo. Don't you remember who I am?
Yeah.
And I think there's clearly there's like ego there and stuff like that. And look, I'm sure the comments are going to be very rational about what we're saying. And like,
no one is going to take what we're saying and think we're completely disrespecting them and their livelihood and their families.
And blah, blah, blah. Well, I get it. OneFootball comment section. I get it. But look, it's
type in whatever you feel. It's good for our engagement.
It is getting to a point where it's absurd. Like when Portugal are playing and you see, and it's not just like getting him the ball or just getting him in sort of good positions. It is everything. It's the body language. It's like, does he really look like a great teammate? You know,
I'm about to make our comments a lot worse.
Oh,
this reminds me of when he went back to Manchester United.
Right.
And what I saw as someone who's a neutral party, I would watch Manchester United matches and I would say, here's what I'm noticing. Especially like a Bruno Fernandes. You could tell there were moments where there's maybe it's best to run a little bit further into that space. Get into the box yourself. Or maybe it's smart to lay off and do a 1-2 elsewhere. But what I was seeing was someone who was forcing the pass to Cristiano Ronaldo. What I saw was the same thing that maybe you could see at PSG at times with Mbappe. This instinct of the rest of the team to be like, well, we got to feed this guy. This is our main guy. And maybe you're seeing that on Portugal as well. Certainly I'm seeing it. And what I don't think is you should be that guy. Well, I'm not saying you don't on the team. I just don't think you need to be that guy.
It's more noticeable on when he's playing for Portugal, because
of course
when you're playing,
because we're not watching Al Nassr matches.
When you're watching Al Nassr and he's frustrated that a teammate didn't get him the ball where it needs to be, and it's like, okay, well, I kind of get it. It's Cristiano Ronaldo.
He might be the best guy in the league.
He's playing with, respectfully, maybe a couple scrubs or a couple.
If Messi's upset that someone on Inter Miami didn't get him the ball, he'd be like, I kind of get it. I'm with Messi on this one.
But when you're playing for Portugal, it's like the people passing you the ball are the best Portuguese players available right now. So you can't just be like, oh, frustrated and angry.
Right. And also they play really well when you're not there.
And look, and I go to the comments about, Mauricio Pochettino talking about the U.S. men's national team. And everybody's asking him like, what do you think needs to be done? What's going to be the focus?
Right.
Like, are you going to make these players better? And he just talks about belief and heart. And these players need to believe that they can get to the final of a World Cup or get to a semifinal. Like, it's so much about culture, mentality, and passion and mentality. And that in the international game, that's almost, I mean, the talent is there and it's necessary, but it basically evens out because everybody is as talented as you are for the most part.
Right. And Ronaldo says the same thing though. He says everybody needs to believe that I can get to the World Cup final.
That seems to be the problem. And look, all I'm saying is that I think he affects the culture of this current Portugal team a little bit negatively. And should he be on the bench? Those are the kind of questions. Nobody's saying, you're
done, you're cooked.
You shouldn't be called up. But like, let's start thinking about maybe there might be other opportunities for other players to make the team better.
Also, if you're Ronaldo, now is when you have to start transitioning to that part of your career where you're like willfully second fiddle leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Transition to the point where you're not the someone that everyone has to appease. Transition to the point where you can put your arm around a Diogo Jota. You could put your arm around a Bruno Fernandes. You could put your arm around other players and help them become better.
Yeah.
You know, think about when he got injured at the Euros that Portugal won. He was on the sideline helping coach. Be that guy.
He doesn't
Don't be
want-
guy on the pitch going, give me the
He
ball.
doesn't want to be the backup quarterback that teaches the new quarterback how to go and you know, give him all the skills necessary for them to succeed. He's like, nah, bro, I'm gonna be starting forever.
Yeah. And by the way, if you right now typing heat out in these comments, explain what he just said to me before you talk trash.
So shout out to everybody watching on OneFootball. We are the Cooligans. Go subscribe to the Cooligans YouTube channel or listen to the Cooligans podcast for more hot takes just like this.
Oh yeah, we trash Ronaldo every week.